You talk too much, always chasing, always explaining, always reaching for people who wouldn't cross the street for you. That's your mistake. You think if you say the right thing, if you prove your worth, they'll finally see you. But they won't. They're not listening. They never were. You've been running in circles trying to get their attention when the truth is they need your attention more than you ever needed theirs. That's what they feed on, your energy, your reaction, your presence. So stop giving it to them. Stop fighting for a seat at a table that was never built for you. Step back, do nothing, and watch what happens. They'll panic because people like that, they can't survive in silence. They need noise, validation, a spotlight to hide their cracks. The moment you turn away, the moment you stop responding, the mask starts to slip. The smiles fade, the confidence crumbles, and what's left underneath isn't pretty. See, they pretend they're in control, but your attention is the glue holding their ego together. Without it, they fall apart. It's like pulling oxygen from a fire. It doesn't go out with a bang. It just dies slowly, choking on its own smoke. They'll text, they'll poke, they'll whisper your name to see if you'll turn around. They'll post things they hope you'll see, say things they hope will sting. It's not love, not hate, it's desperation, because silence, it terrifies them. They can't stand the idea that you don't care. That's the power of doing nothing. It looks like weakness to them, until they realize it's control, real control, because the one who cares less always wins. And you've cared too much for too long. So stop chasing ghosts. Stop proving your worth to people who only remember you when they need something. Don't clap for the same hands that once left you hanging. You think your absence won't be noticed, but trust me, it will. They'll feel it like a phantom limb, aching for something that's no longer there. And the funny thing, they'll blame you for it. They'll say you changed, that you turned cold. They'll call you heartless, selfish, distant. But what they're really saying is, you stopped feeding me. You stopped giving them the validation that kept their world spinning. They'll try to provoke you, pull you back in, throw guilt at you like bait on a hook. Don't bite. Do nothing, because every time you react, you hand them power. Every reply, every defense, every explanation, it's fuel for their ego. It keeps the game going. But when you don't play, the game ends. They'll spiral. They'll start talking louder, acting bolder, anything to pull you back into their storm. They'll paint you as the villain just to feel like the victim. That's how people like that survive, by rewriting the story so they're never the bad guy. But let them talk. The truth doesn't need a megaphone. It just needs time. And time is the one thing that always tells the truth. They'll expose themselves without your help. The cracks will widen. The lies will trip over each other. Their little empire of manipulation will start to crumble, because without you there to react, to fix, to explain, they've got nothing left to feed on. Do nothing, and the silence will do the work for you. You think you need to prove your side, to clear your name, but you don't. You owe them nothing. Not your peace, not your energy, not your words. The people meant to understand you won't need convincing. The ones who demand explanations only want control. Let them wonder. Let them assume. Let them choke on their own stories. Because here's the truth they'll never admit. They can't handle not being the center of your world. They can't stand that your silence means they no longer matter. So they scramble, dig through old messages, old memories, old wounds, looking for proof that you still care. But they won't find it, not anymore. And when they finally realize that, that's when the real unraveling begins. They'll start to overthink, replay every word, every look, every cold goodbye. They'll convince themselves there's a hidden meaning behind your calm, that you're planning something, that you're waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But the truth is simpler. You just stopped caring. That's what breaks them. Not revenge, not anger, just indifference. Because indifference is the sharpest blade you'll ever hold. It cuts deeper than hate. It leaves no mark on you, only scars on them. They'll try to move on, pretend they're unaffected. They'll laugh louder, post happier, act stronger. But if you look close enough, you'll see it. That flicker of uncertainty in their eyes, that quiet dread that maybe, just maybe, they lost something real. You see, attention is a drug, and you were the dealer. They got high on your reactions, your care, your energy. Now they're going through withdrawal, desperate, twitching, searching for another fix. But no one else gives it like you did. No one else sees them like you did. And that's what destroys them. They'll reach out again, softer this time. Apologies, promises. I've changed. But you've heard it all before. And this time you don't respond. Not out of spite, but because you've learned. You finally understand that not everyone deserves access to you. Your silence isn't punishment, it's protection. You're not cold, you're healed. You've just outgrown the noise, and the ones who needed chaos to feel alive, they can't follow you there. They'll call you mysterious, detached, dangerous even. Let them, because power looks like peace to those still addicted to drama. They don't understand that doing nothing isn't nothing at all. It's restraint, it's discipline, it's strength. They'll destroy themselves trying to get a reaction that's never coming. Every message unanswered, every call ignored, every silence returned is another crack in their armor. They'll crumble piece by piece while you stand there calm, quiet, untouchable. That's what real power looks like. Not shouting, not proving, not chasing, just stillness, confidence that doesn't need an audience. Because when you've mastered the art of doing nothing, you've mastered yourself. And that's what they can't stand. They can handle your anger. They can handle your tears. But your peace, that's what scares them. Because peace means they don't control you anymore. It means the game's over and you walked away first. So let them talk. Let them act. Let them spiral. You've said everything you needed to say in your silence. You've made your point without lifting a finger. And when the dust settles, when they're left with nothing but their own noise echoing back at them, they'll finally understand what you already knew. Attention isn't love, it's currency, and you stopped paying. So stay still, stay silent, let the noise burn itself out. Because the ones who tried to control you, to provoke you, to break you, will eventually destroy themselves trying to get you back. That's the funny part about doing nothing. They think it's surrender, they think it's weakness, but really, it's the quietest form of revenge. Because while they're busy trying to make you react, you've already moved on. You've already won. So stand there, unbothered, unmoved. Let the world spin and the noise fade. Don't chase, don't explain, don't prove, just exist in the silence they can't stand. And one day they'll finally look around and realize you were never ignoring them. You were just done playing the game. You stopped dancing for their applause, and without your rhythm, their music stopped. So keep walking, eyes forward, hands clean, because people like that, they always fall apart. All you had to do was nothing. You ever notice how quiet feels different once you've stopped fighting for it? At first, it's heavy, like the air before a storm. Every instinct screams to move, to speak, to prove you still matter. But then something strange happens. You start breathing easier. The silence that once suffocated you starts to feel like oxygen. That's when you realize peace was never out there in their hands or their words. It was in your restraint the whole time. You stopped checking your phone. You stopped rehearsing what you'd say if they came back. You stopped watching the door because deep down you already know they always come back. Not because they care, because they can't stand being ignored. They'll circle around, testing the walls you built. A message here, a joke there, a memory dressed up as nostalgia. They want to see if you'll flinch, if you'll reopen the wound. But you don't. You've learned the difference between missing someone and missing the attention they gave you. That's the trap most people fall into. They think absence means loss, but sometimes absence is freedom wearing a new name. You start to see things differently. Their chaos used to look exciting. Now it just looks exhausting. Their approval used to feel like sunlight. Now it just burns. Because once you've lived in peace, noise doesn't impress you anymore. And when they realize that, that's when they truly start to break. Because nothing terrifies a manipulator more than a person who no longer responds. They'll try every trick in the book. Guilt, flattery, anger, silence of their own. But it's not real silence. It's bait. They go quiet just to make you wonder, to make you chase. They still think the old version of you is waiting in the wings, but that version's gone, buried somewhere beneath the lessons you bled for. Now, your quiet isn't empty. It's full of patience, clarity, self-respect. It's a room they can't enter anymore, and that drives them mad. They'll start performing for ghosts, posting things meant for your eyes, telling stories where you're the villain, because they need an audience to feel real. And you were the best one they ever had. You listened even when they lied. You cared even when they didn't. You stayed even when it hurt, but not anymore. Doing nothing taught you everything. It showed you who collapses without attention and who stands even when no one's watching. It separated noise from truth, closeness from control. You start noticing other people, quieter ones, the ones who don't need a stage to feel seen. You learn from them how peace moves, how strength whispers instead of shouts. You start building things that don't depend on approval. Morning routines, goals, habits, small victories that no one else knows about. And somehow, that feels more powerful than any applause you used to chase. Because when you stop needing attention, you become unstoppable. They won't understand that. They'll think you've gone cold, that you've changed. But you haven't changed. You've returned to yourself. The version that existed before you bent over backward trying to be seen, before you mistook noise for love and drama for connection. Now every silence is a statement. I don't chase chaos anymore. And with every day that passes, you get lighter. You laugh easier. You sleep better. You stop explaining your peace to people addicted to pain. They'll keep trying, though. They always do. They'll test the edges of your calm, poke at the cracks, looking for the old reaction. But you've learned the secret. You don't have to prove calm. You just have to live it. So when they come storming in again, loud and dramatic, demanding the spotlight, you won't even raise your voice. You'll just look at them the way the ocean looks at the rain, unmoved.